Well, I think I used a little bit of force to escort her out of my apartment. And
No,
go
Mr.
home.
Rodriguez, I'm
She
telling you.
started cussing at me, telling me I'm effing fired, effing this. I can't believe you put me with this person. And can you believe? I was like, first of all, please don't talk to me like that. I'm your father. Please respect me. She started going off. This is why I didn't want to effing come here. And like just going off the whole,
Leonitis
disrespectful
Rodriguez.
end.
Could I have parties
So,
announced for the record for the state,
Michael Villarreal for the state.
for the defense?
Patrick Ballantyne for Leonitis Rodriguez.
And are you Leonitis Rodriguez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to show you what is entitled admonishments and defendant's waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you electronically sign it in all the appropriate places?
Assault case, father accused, judge laying out stakes. Up to a year jail and $4,000 fine. State drops to reckless assault with deferred adjudication on the table. But a strict no-contact condition could become the real battlefield.
If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, not grant you community supervision, and sentence you up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, reckless. There's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and there's restitution, if any, to Jolie, Joli Rodriguez. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 2 years. There'll be 80 hours of community service restitution, no contact with Jolie Rodriguez, and hostility and aggression control course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, I did.
Then to the offense of assault, bodily injury, recklessly. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Nothing particular. We just ask that the court follow the plea bargain agreement, and we thank the state for its accommodation and considerations in these cases.
All right, Mr. Rodriguez, what was your issue in this case?
I'm sorry, say that again, Honor.
Why did this happen?
It was a situation where I got my daughter a job as a leasing agent with one of my, ex-coworkers, and she has an anger problem and has had a history of anger issues. That's why she was living with me versus her mom, and we were helping her. Got her off of. She was smoking pot. She was doing drugs, so we got her off of that. We were going to church. She was being great daughter. And at the job she had, she started with her attitude and mouth off to the regional supervisor and was let go. She was fired. But prior to that, 2 days prior to that, we had taken her out to dinner, tried to comfort her, tried to coach her, me and my wife. And she was just, already angered and was, uncontrollable at that point. So that Thursday she got, fired. She had called one of my agents to go pick her up, and she picked her up. And when she got home, after my day of work, I go home. She started cussing at me, telling me I'm effing fired, effing this. I can't believe you put me with this person. And can you believe? I was like, first of all, please don't talk to me like that. I'm your father. Please respect me. She started going off. This is why I didn't want to effing come here. And like just going off the whole, disrespectful end. So she had said something, and I went into her room and I was like, what did you say? And she's like, nothing, get effing out of my room, I'm leaving, this and that. And I went to go grab her, and that's when everything went everywhere. She started with her hands everywhere, calling me names, and we fell into the bed. she started, going like this for her
Okay,
lips.
Mr. Rodriguez, there's more to that than I understand what you're saying, why you did what you did. That doesn't make what you did right.
Yeah. Well, I think I used a little bit of force to escort her out of my apartment. And
No, Mr. Rodriguez, I'm telling you, I've read the police report. There's more that happened that you're not admitting to the court to. Now, I understand. I'm trying to figure out where your anger comes from so that I can figure out if this hostility and aggression control course is enough for you. I understand that sometimes with children, we expect certain things from them and they don't do it. Maybe they disrespect us, and maybe they disrespect us in our own household. But you don't turn to violence.
I agree.
Now, all of this could have been avoided, and you know what you could have done, because I'm seeing in here that your daughter is an adult. You didn't need to talk to her. You all could have went to bed that night. You could have got up the next morning and just told her, look, I'm not going to put you out on the street because you're my daughter, but you have 60 days to find your own place or 30 days to find your own place. That's how these things are solved around a dinner table when tensions are not high.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
I completely agree, Your Honor. And maybe I could have taken that route, but like I said, it was just a hostile environment there. And, I should have been the bigger person and taken her, maybe approached it a different way. So that's why I accepted these classes so that I can, get some education out of it.
Are you in?
The judge's message is crystal. Adult child. High tensions. Use lawful boundaries, not force. Eviction, notice timelines, not hands. Parenting collides with criminal law here. Would you have walked away, cooled down, and set terms at the table?
Anyone else live with you?
My wife,
All right. Do you have any other children?
no other children.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. 2 years deferred adjudication, $1,000 fine probated, restitution to Jolie Rodriguez, if any, 80 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. Court is not requiring anyone to take the COVID vaccination, but if you do, and that includes the booster shot, 40 of your hours will be deducted. The hostility and aggression control course, proof of employment within 15 days, no harmful or injurious contact, no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Regular UAs, or either you can do the patch. The patch, it requires less time constraints because you just put it on, you go about your business, you have a specific time that you have to return it. It's going to be regular Zoom reporting. If for some reason you can't report by Zoom, then you'll need to report in person. And there's to be no contact with Jolie Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, what that means is you can't call her, you can't text her, none of that. If something ends up changing in your relationship, which I hope it does, because children should hopefully be able to be with their parents, and parents should hopefully be upstanding with their children. If something changes, and maybe she wants to reach out to you and your attorney thinks that's in your best interest, then you can always come back and ask for that to be lifted. But for now, there's to be no contact. So you can't contact her through third parties. You can't contact her through her mother, none of that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Rodriguez, there are always better ways other than violence to handle a situation. And when you see that your temper is getting out of control, you need to just walk away. And guess what? That same problem that you had on Wednesday, until you address it, it'll still be there. So this could have been addressed the next day or the day after that around dinner. And you could have easily said, look, I feel as though you're disrespecting me and my home that I pay for. I'm allowing you to live here. I'm giving you a certain amount of time to find your own place. And this is the time frame I'm giving you.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, you're here for the compliance hearing.
Sometimes I give compliance hearings so I can get people's attention. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So it appears that you're not understanding no contact and what that means. No contact means no contact. How old are you?
43.
All right, you're 43. This is not Romeo and Juliet. You understand? When I say no contact, I mean no contact. And the fact that she's answering your door, that's a problem. So what did you understand about you to have no contact with her?
Judge, there's a summary that kind of lays out a little bit about what happened. And Mr. Rodriguez realizes that he violated, but there's also, and I don't think it's been accepted yet, we filed a motion to amend conditions of the deferred adjudication to allow no harmful or injurious contact. There's an affidavit from the complaining witness in there that also kind of lays out what's happened. I don't know if that's, I didn't see it in the court's file.
No, I consider all of that when I placed him on probation and I said no contact. And that's what it means. It means no contact. So here's the thing. You have two choices. One, you can have no contact with, which is what I ordered, which is what our contract says. Or two, you can continue to have contact. A motion to revoke is going to be filed. You will be arrested wherever you are. You will be brought over in an orange uniform to answer to the motion to revoke, or either you will make bond. But when I say no contact, I mean no contact. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to end up going to the jail, I think they reduced it to a misdemeanor. I mean, if you want to potentially go to jail for 365 days, that is completely within your power. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You're
Deferred adjudication isn't freedom. It's probation with homework. Break no contact and the state can file to revoke. You'll face sentencing on the underlying misdemeanor up to 365 days. The orange jumpsuit warning, that's not theater, it's leverage.
probation. I'm going to want to knock on his door, and she either needs to be out of that location by 5 p.m. if it's your place, or either you need to be out of that location and find some place to stay. But when I say no contact, it means no contact. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're very lucky that I didn't just tell them file a motion to revoke.
Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Can we get a setting for a motion to amend the conditions? Because I think if the court knew some of the background, might kind of understand a little bit. And she's currently not residing at the house, so there is presently no contact. But it's she's in a position where she has nowhere to live. She's basically living on the streets. That's why she went to his house and initiated contact. He realizes he shouldn't have. He's done it differently. Because I think the parties would request an opportunity for the court to hear the rest of the story and potentially change.
And see, that's part of the problem. Part of the problem that we have is sometimes people are with people for financial reasons. Sometimes they're with them for fear. Sometimes they're with them because they love them. Like, I already considered all of that. And the reason why I didn't tell probation to go ahead and file a motion to revoke is because she's knocking on your door. So let me ask you this. How old is she?
21.
All right. 21, and you're in your 40s? All right. Why does she not have any family with her?
It's his biological daughter.
All right. So here's the thing. What about her mom?
Mother kicked her out.
All right. And then the question becomes why? You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you want to financially support her and set her up in a apartment, then you're more than welcome to do that. But she is not allowed to stay with you. And no contact means no contact. I mean, that's where we are. I'm sorry, but you were charged with choking her. The state reduced it to an assault bodily injury, reckless.
Father-daughter conflict reduced to reckless assault. 2 years deferred. Strict no contact. Compliance hearing wake-up call. Lesson. Boundaries and law over emotions. What's your take on this ruling? Drop a comment, hit like, and subscribe for more dramatic courtroom moments.